Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home of the Minnesota Golden Gophers, as we get set for what ought to be a terrific battle. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Our Huskers will kick it away first. Bringing it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So Minnesota's offense is on the field for the first time today. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
And to keep this opening drive going, they'll need to convert 3rd and 1. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Myers. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Quickly complete. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of first downs, now out close to midfield. Looking to throw it again. Takes the easy completion. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback on the keeper. Got enough for the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. 9th play of the drive coming up, but they'll have to convert 3rd and long to keep it going. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And that is no good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. Fakes his man out. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. Off the play fake. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. First down here for the offense. Gets it out fast. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Offense gets set for second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Line is set on third down. The give out of the gun. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. The Cornhuskers will punt it away on fourth down. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. They'll go hurry up here. Going up top on first down. The freshman quarterback very fortunate for that one to fall incomplete. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's third and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Here's the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Offense getting set for first down. He's going to pass. Unloads it left. He's got it. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. They'll run it. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Phyllis, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And a compelling first half for a variety of reasons. Yes, there's a substantial lead to talk about. But I think it all starts with this defense that has more than made its share of big plays. If things keep trending in this direction, you can bet a ton of those backs and receivers are going to spend a lot of time in ice baths before the end of the day. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Not a lot of offense, in fact, no offense in terms of scoring there in the first half.
You got to give the defense credit on both sides. They've been physical. They've been making plays. So now, which of these offenses can break the tie? It's not going to be easy, but for this offense now taking the ball here first in the second half, they've got to get something going.
Finally giving the defense some credit. How did that feel coming out of your mouth? Did it hurt? Like, did you not like to say that? It sounded painful.
I just threw up a number.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Off play action. Finds his tight end. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. He finds his man. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. He'll ride his man on the option. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Well, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Catch in the middle, it's Meyer. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Leaves it with the running back. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. A first down for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Got his man on the outside. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. On second down, just keeps firing. Finds the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. On target. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
Man, they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll go to the ground. And he has a solid gain before the defense bobbles him up. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. The Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
First down for the offense.
And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team has good players, and they've got good schemes on both sides of the ball. Just things have not gone their way. They just need to make a few more plays to turn this thing around.
Yeah, and then they can do it, and they will do it. Listen, you got to get the players right. You got to get those guys in there believing. This is part of what happens. You got to take a few lumps sometimes, take those losses. But this team's going to figure it out. You can tell they got the right stuff.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation